Since it's been a while in quarantine, I thought it'd be interesting to do a day in the life video. This day was relatively productive for me, so I'll take you through it. Stay hydrated. I've actually been waking up relatively early, I suppose, in quarantine. This day started, I got out of bed around 8. I did forget to eat breakfast, and around 8:30, I voice called a friend to work on this homework assignment. It's for a compiler's class, and then we spent about 2 hours working on it together. And as you'll see, I use my ultra-wide monitor for a lot of programming projects because you can pull up 3 files at once, which is super helpful for referencing code. And then on my laptop, I have like documentation and whatnot pulled up, which again is really useful. So that was a productive 2 hours. Look who decided to wake up. Just kidding, she's been up for a while, but it is 10:07. Just finished up a study session. Not a study session, a work session with a friend. I'm gonna start a study session soon. Quarantine vlog! For about 2 hours, starting at 10, I go over a lecture for the same compiler's class. Hello, we're studying together.
Hi. Yay!
As I'm going through the lecture, I video call my friend. You'll see her on the left there. I find that this keeps both of us accountable and prevents us from getting distracted. And as I watch along with the lecture slides on my laptop, I have the same slides pulled up on my iPad and I write onto them. I find this super useful because you don't have to copy everything down from the slides. You can just add on to them. And if anyone's interested, this lecture was on data flow analysis and register allocation. So it's a fun 2 hours. Afterwards, I read for about 30 minutes, and here I'm reading The Man in the High Castle. I actually have since stopped reading this book. I've been doing this thing where if I don't particularly enjoy a book after the first couple chapters, I just switch away so that reading is more of a fun thing instead of like feeling like a chore where it may have like in high school. And since I've been in quarantine, I've been reading a lot more. I've been reading like roughly at least 30 minutes a day, and I really enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've read for fun. And now I'm reading a book called Lean In, which I really enjoy. Always gotta water your succulents. This one's name is Betty, and she has a really nice view from my windowsill. By this point, it's around 12, which is when I've been eating lunch roughly every day, which is, I think, good for scheduling and stuff. But I usually make extra for dinner so we can heat it up and eat it for lunch. And today, since I'm studying with another friend from around 1 to 3, I decided to eat in my room, but normally I usually eat with my sister or my parents if they're home. But yeah, today was in my room. Just kidding, instead of being productive while working, which I don't usually like to do, I decide to watch a little bit of YouTube and cube for a little bit. So I was originally going to go on a walk with my sister, but the weather is gross, so I don't really want to go outside. Instead, I cube for about half an hour. That's my break from work. And now it's going to be back to work. So around 1, I go back to work. And if you'll notice, on my phone, I'm voice calling a friend. We're not really studying together here, but we're just sort of on the phone with each other to make sure we don't get distracted and stuff. And if any of you guys are interested, in this clip, I'm implementing a superscalar processor, which is a lot. So that was fun. Oh, wait. Okay. I forgot we have to do laundry. I hope you all enjoy my Wiggles hamper. This is probably from when I was 4 years old. And then back to work. Your presence is very awkward.
I know! Oh, are you sure we're supposed to put this in with everything else?
Just do it. Dryer. I didn't fall this time. Back to the superscalar assignment. Beep, beep, boop, boop. We haven't finished the laundry. The dryer finished laundering, and we're gonna put it on. Ooh, this is not my room. We're redoing some of the rooms in the house, and we cleaned it, i.e. moved everything out of the room, and there's currently just a bed. And then back to work afterwards. Fun times. The weather is still sad. I want to go outside. Physical distancing!
Oh, to open the window for it to
Oh,
be useful.
okay. There's someone out there, but...
Physical distancing.
Same bed. Me being dumb. One down. Next thing is before I go back to work, I actually have to make something for dinner. And I don't feel like cooking today, so we're just gonna put some lasagna in the oven.
It's frozen.
Wow, really? As you can tell, it's very frozen. I have to find the instructions to make this because we threw out the... Let's see. We need to cook it. I can't even read this through the camera. This is helpless, useless. Preheat the oven. Bink. Ooh, frozen cheese. Okay, now
High quality.
10, the top.
We going in. Oh, I should probably open the oven first. Whee! And it's really hot in here. Whee!
Okay, last thing to do. I already have a timer for the laundry, so I'll do a timer for this later. But in 2 hours, we should have some meaty lasagna. And then laundry.
Hey Google, set a timer for 2 hours.
It's about 4:30, and it's time to get back to beep booping. Beep boop, beep boop, boop boop, beep.
Beep boop.
Oh.
Boop beep. Boop boop.
You know what I want for this quarantine? I want the end.
That's very true.
An hour.
What? Right settings.
She didn't know what this was.
Why would I know what this is? Oh my god.
And we're back. Ready to go fold the laundry. And we do, wait, we had a very helpful, where is it? What is it called? It's a clothes folder, but now the folder has detached. Alas, good thing duct tape exists. Congratulations, you've outdone yourself.
Hey, in my defense, the plastic was very brittle.
Hear that, clothes folder? The plastic was very brittle. And literally just as we get the laundry, the lasagna is partially done. I have to take off the plastic for the last 10 minutes.
I'll just grab with a pair of chopsticks.
The instructions say for the last 10 minutes, the lid needs to be off. Ah!
It would be helpful if the lid would come off.
It's only going away from me. Hello. There we go. I don't want to stick this too far in the oven, but it looks gorgeous. 10 more minutes. Before we start, there are a few important questions we need to answer. One, is water wet?
Yes, but maybe no.
Second question, milk before cereal? Blah, blah. Milk before cereal? And the only answer is yes, by the way. Sorry, guys. Actually, not sorry. Okay, back to our broken clothes folder. If you'll note, a couple clips ago I said I was going back to work. I clearly did not do that, but also my work is open in the background, so yes? Lasagna's ready. Oh shoot, I can't do this with one hand.
Oh, so good.
It's... Poke, 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 poke. Ooh. Good. Nom 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 nom. Oh my god, it's flying! And then from around 8 to 11, I'm in a meeting for APO elections. Alright, so it's been a while. It's around 11:30 now. Elections lasted about 3.5 hours. It was quite a bit. I think I got a lot of stuff done today. It was pretty productive, and I had a little bit of time to relax. And after I'm going to shower, maybe watch a little bit of TV before bed. I actually have been going to bed pretty early these days, which is good. Quarantine has made me a morning person. You know, morning is like 7 to 9 a.m. That's I think that's pretty reasonable. Even theoretically, I could sleep and just sleep the whole day. But as for videos and stuff, I actually have a couple of cool ideas, maybe more than a couple. And you guys have had some really cool ideas too. Classes aren't over yet, but when classes and exams are over, hopefully I should have time to film some more stuff. And I've actually been motivated more recently to make videos because of all the cool ideas I've had, and some perhaps series or whatever they're called that I can make sort of recurring. Consistency is good because if you have a routine every day, you're more likely to get stuff done. So today was a productive day in quarantine. Stay tuned for more videos, and hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, so physically distant and socially in touch. And that's all from me.